Hello everyone, and in this video we're going to analyze and explore the network traffic using an application called Wireshark, more specifically the email traffic and how secure communication happens behind the scenes. Now, what is Wireshark? Wireshark is a network protocol analyzer that helps cybersecurity professionals in their network analysis as it analyzes the network in real time, and we can see here that there are a bunch of packets. Now, before going into the packets and what all of this means, whenever you send an email or receive an email across the internet, it is usually in the form of what we call packets. Now, you can think of packets as small pieces of data. So this can be stuff like login, credentials, or in this case, an email you're trying to send to your friend maybe. And the packets, or more accurately, each packet, each packet is accompanied by what we call a packet header. Now, a packet header is a combination of IP addresses uh, from the source to the destination, along with ports from also the source and destination. And the packet header can also contain the protocols that's used, etc., right? Now, whenever you connect to the internet, so whenever a user connects to the internet, right? Internet, you sometimes maybe wonder, how is the data being delivered, right? So one of the main protocols actually is called TCP, which stands for Transmission Control Protocol. And this is used to deliver data across the internet in a reliable way. And it also works with something we call an IP, which is Internet Protocol. And the Internet Protocol, you can think of it as a address system, address system. So you know how I have an address system. So like I have an address to my home, I have an address to my work, my, you know, school, whatever. So the address system also works in a similar way where users, whenever they connect to the internet, the device that they use, the device that they use gets something we call an IP address from the address system, which is the Internet Protocol. And the IP address is a unique identifier that helps the network or the internet to identify a specific device. So let's talk about another important protocol that's used for sending and receiving emails, which is called SMTP, stands for Simple Mail Transfer Protocol. Excuse my handwriting. And now, let me clear some space. And now the Simple Mail Transfer Protocol is what is used by the mail servers in order to send your emails across the internet, right? So This protocol is what's used for the mail servers to send emails. And there is also an enhanced version called ESMTP, which we'll see now when we go back to Wireshark, which is an enhanced version. E stands for enhanced. Back to Wireshark, we can see a lot of columns, right, that have different attributes. So we have number, time, source, destination, protocol, length, information. So if we look at the first three packets, we can see in the information that the packets going from port 58778, which is the TCP port, it's going to the port 25, which is SMTP, um, which is like the mail server. So it tries to synchronize, meaning it's trying to establish a connection with the mail server. And now the mail server is trying to establish it's basically acknowledging the client or the user's connection. So after acknowledging it, it sends it back to the user, and then the user's device or the client then accepts the connection, and then the connection is established. And then in the fourth packet, we can see that the S, meaning the server, sends a status code of 220, and this code is basically what we call a greeting when the first server is established. So whenever the establishment happens, a message will be in the form of 220. And we can also see other information such as the mail server version, which is 4.82. And we can see the type of the software which the mail server is using, which is EXIM or EXIM. And we can see that it's also using enhanced SMTP. And if we go back, basically what enhanced SMTP offers is it offers it offers encryption, and it also offers authentication, right? So that's what the eSMTP offers. And while the SMTP doesn't offer those, and now if we head back to Wireshark, we can like, let's say we want to look at packet one, right? We can see the section number, interface, right? ID, name, but then we can see the arrival time, where it arrived from. We can see universal time standard also, UTC, or universal time coordination. And then we can see the frame and the character encoding, the ASCII characters, and overall. And and now if you wanna, let's say, take a look take a look at application data on row 24, we can see that if we try and look at the data itself, we can see it's encrypted by the transport layer security, the TLS. And we can see the TLS, the version that the TLS is using, which is 1.2. And this basically helps us knowing that the traffic is encrypted and it cannot be seen by the other person. So if we go to the application data on number 24, packet 24, application data, we can see that the transport layer security, the TLS, has encrypted the data, meaning that even if it were to be intercepted, the adversary or the attacker or the hacker won't be able you know, breach the data or like actually look at the raw data itself. And I'm gonna end this video here. And if you have any questions, you can put them down in the comments. And make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Thank you.